Hello everybody and welcome back to Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age Week Mode playthrough. We are finally back in business after I had to go back and re-record commentary for a shit ton of episodes. And that was, make no mistake, a titanic pain in the fucking ass. I can't even. Also, where am I going? Yeah, okay. So I'm picking up more or less where the last episode left off. I know the last episode skipped around a good bit, but the good news is that I have checked my audio interface, and that will not happen again. Anyway, so we're getting close to, I believe, what is the third ascent of the Phoros. And I believe there's a mini-boss fight coming up here somewhere. Wait, hold on. Treasure? Yes. We like treasure. We like treasure. Treasure's good. Open the ancient door. Was that an ancient door? I actually don't know if that was an ancient door or not. It'd be a shame if it wasn't. What's this asshole? He's a white tiger. He's a white tiger sword. Does anybody remember those from fucking Power Rangers? Just Redis just completely just instantly goes down. Yeah, not really a whole lot he can do there. He's screwed. He is very much screwed. Poor bastard didn't stand a chance, like most of the mini bosses in here. I wonder if the actual bosses are going to be any worse. I know we got a pair of espers coming up. And a pretty insane boss fight, so who knows how that's going to go down. Trying to get back into the rhythm. This is the first episode I've actually recorded live in like a month. Yeah, and once again, I know I've already apologized profusely during the voiceovers that I did, but sorry again to the audience for dealing with that. Just shit happens, and you know, this channel is like a year and a half old at this point, which is kind of sad because I still only have like 35 subscribers, but you know, it's whatever. And you know, I have learned some things in that time, but I don't know anybody else personally who does this, and so I have very little frame of reference as far as wait a minute, as far as advice to get. I mean, I know what some people have said in like other Let's Plays that I watch and other streamers that I watch and stuff, but it is, you know, it doesn't always translate. Oh boy, is this where we fight Hashmal? Your abilities are again your own. Well, cool. They were always my own. Not like I thought I was never gonna get them back. Plus it was like, what, it was just the map, that's all that I sacrificed. It was just like, okay, whatever. Status. Huh. For some reason, I thought that more people than just Ash could use Aroga, but I guess not. That's fine. We will just go with this. Gambits. Roga. Wind Weak. And oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, there's the float spell is really useful with this Esper because he's Earth Elemental. But I don't actually know if this is where we fight him or not. I want to say we fight him closer to the end. I think we get on this elevator one more time after this, and that's when we fight him, but I could be completely wrong about that. Yay, I wasn't wrong. I was correct. I was absolutely correct! Anyone remember that episode of Ren and Stimpy? The fucking salve episode? The salesman like picks up Stimpy and pets his little head, and he's like, "Hey, so Stimpy, how do you think so and so did such and such?" And Stimpy's like, "Salve?" And he's like, "That's absolutely correct." I really wonder how that guy, John Criskafalusi, Chris Kringle, whoever that guy is, the guy that designed Ren and Stimpy, I always wonder like how he came up with some of the ridiculous shit that is just so funny just because it was like it made, I don't know, it was just like it made no sense. There's no reason for it to be funny. It just was what it was, you know? Where am I going? What am I doing here? Please don't send me all the way back down to the bottom. What the fuck is this? Oh, here we go. Third ascent. So this is where we get Flare and Ardor, and I am very happy about that. Why is Balthier berserked? Oh, because of, yeah, okay. Hey, you know what? Why not? Let's just go all out with the just berserking everybody. Assholes. Okay, now what? I can never remember. Oh, by the way, I figured out what to do with those fucking with the come on. Oh, that's right. I figured out what to do with the face enemy dudes, the Dadars, the green and red ones. Like, you have to kill the green ones to build the green bridges, but then when you are trying to build the red bridges, you want to kill only the red ones. And if you kill any of the green ones while you're trying to build the red bridges, it'll actually subtract from the stepping stones, so to speak. So I think, yeah, I think this is how I do this. It's taking entirely too long to kill those motherfuckers. Okay, yeah, flare is somewhere around here. I just have to remember where. I'd like to be able to get all this shit on screen. I've done a lot of things off screen in this game. And while I think I've done most of everything that's important on screen, yes, flare, sweet. Oh, whoa. God, these bomb guys are a fucking bitch. Whoa, okay. What a bunch of assholes. Alright, you know what? Maybe I should resort back to, Come on. For fuck's sake. Yeah, I think I'm gonna resort back to Ash just so I can have some AoE. Okay, and here we go. There we go. Dude, come on. Oh man, guns are not what they used to be. That's a bummer. Either that or that bomb had like some crazy fucking buffs or some shit. I don't know. Alright, now I think, oh, god damn it. I think I'm supposed to use this one, the hidden one. That would make sense, right? Use the hidden one. White robes, nice. And we are... Okay. Ardor! Fuck yeah. Oh man, look at that shit. Got a trophy. And actually, you know what? Now that I've done that, I am actually going to bust out yeah, buddy. I'll bust this bad boy out. I think that'll be good enough. Ally any and dispel. Sure. We'll go with that. The Fool's Facade. Yeah, buddy. What are those walls even supposed to be? Like, who the fuck puts those fucking things there? Like, what purpose does that possibly serve? It's just like, oh, here's a hidden wall that you can just blow up just by beating on it. Okay, I think... Is it red? I think it's red. Oh. Okay, alright, come on. Ultimate Blade. Is that actually good for anyone? I don't think so. Have I gotten anything in particular that's like particularly good for anybody? Why is she not wearing Why is she not wearing a circlet if I've got another one? I don't understand. Okay. Yeah, that's all good. Interesting. I'll give her the white robes. Sure. And then this is, no. I'm not doing that. Look at all these fucking sage's rings. Those things are really handy. I can't believe I managed to get 3 of them. Like, that's just awesome. Alright, now... Okay. So I gave up the map, so that's... Okay. Yellow's for the item, purple's for the map, but both of these are purple. I'm going with this one. Yeah. Oh man, please be the right one. I do not want to get teleported to the nasty room filled with... Okay, yeah. Yeah, if you teleport into the wrong place at any given time, it will automatically send you to a room that just is full of zombies and evil spirit things that just continually respawn and wreck your shit with status effects and other such AIDS nonsense. Oh, no, that's not good. Wait a minute. That's it? Okay. Not really interested in that, to be honest. Oh, okay. God damn, you guys are ugly. Cataract Avis. Like, I know a cataract in the sense of this dungeon is the, you know, giant circular waterfall that is next to this place, but like I always think of like the eyeball cataracts, and I'm just like, oh, okay, gross. He's got like, there's a bunch of dragons with foggy eyes or something like that. Like, need to see a optometrist or whatever it's called. Where am I going? I'll be honest, I don't know. I hope that I am going this way. Hopefully. Oh man. Oh, okay, good. Sweet. Alright, so now I need to grab Ash for Roga. And I don't think Penelo will actually be that useful. So we'll just go back to Bosch. If, of course, this is Hashmal, which I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, here we go. I really don't think Hashmal is going to be that bad because, well, for one thing, I've already beaten him once in trial mode, and Famfrit too, so I don't think either of these are going to be particularly scary, if I'm perfectly honest. Famfrit I know won't be scary because I have Ardor, and Famfrit is water elemental, so... In recent Final Fantasy games, water and fire are opposed, as opposed to, you know, fire just losing to water. And it's ice and lightning that are opposed, which to me makes no sense, but, you know, whatever. So yeah, that's Hushmal, and he is kind of funny looking, if you ask me. I've never really understood the giant things on his hands. They seem a little bit ridiculous, but, you know, that's okay. That is okay. Wait, what? Where is Fran? That was scary. Okay, Fran obviously needs some help. How many ethers do I have left? Oh, I got fucking shit ton of ethers. Okay. Here I was worried over nothing. Ah, God, I don't even know if it's worth it. He's almost dead already. Oh shit, there's Quakeja. I don't, you know what? I don't even think I care. Like, if it fucking, like, I mean, I don't know. Should I even bother? Do I have the fucking things? Yeah, I do. Okay, I may as well just go ahead and equip them and deal with it. Where is it? So even though this is a spell that just rains down rocks from a void in the sky, winged boots somehow will keep me safe from it. I love that the rocks never hit him. Like, there's just this perfectly neat little void of white behind him, out of which no rocks come. They all just come out from around him, and then they all hit me. Or they would have, if I hadn't been floating myself. You ever wonder, like, when you play RPGs like this, like, if you ever, like, put yourself in the enemy's shoes and be like, God, this must be so frustrating how much damage I'm just completely avoiding. Yeah, poor bastard. Didn't really stand a chance. Nice. Oh, Fran, those heals. A bunch of my friends on Facebook recently did this thing where they found this guy that apparently they were all friends with, or had like a few mutual friends with, or whatever. And this guy like made a post like on Facebook, which is a really dangerous place to make a post like this. I can't stress it enough, guys. Like, be careful what you put on the internet. And I know I've put out plenty of, you know, risque shit before, but generally not things just completely derailing a whole group of people or devaluing or slurring or whatever. And this guy was basically like, yeah, like, if you're a woman and you dress in a way that, like, if you're a woman and you wear high heels, like, you're asking for it. And shit like that. And he's like, if you don't want guys to grab your ass out in public, then you should just wear, like, a steel suit. And some other shit like that. And I think he took, I don't know, he might have taken it down. I don't know if he did or not, but I know that a bunch of people screen capped it and are just, like, sharing it all over the place. And this guy's from Atlanta, like where I'm from. And he has, like, he also has a 16-year-old daughter. Oh man, I wasn't friends with the guy, so I feel...
The din of the mist grows greater.
The sun crest must be near.
I wonder if she'll really do it. Take revenge against the Empire. I mean, I know how she must feel. It's hard, losing someone you care about.
Something we all got in common.
But you know, no matter how hard we try, we can't change the past.
Doesn't even matter how
There's
hard you
nothing that
try.
can bring them
Yeah.
back.
Rest in peace,
Still,
even though I didn't really like your music.
Sometimes when I close my eyes, I can see them so clearly.
Illusions of the past. You think to have cast them off, only to find them years later, unwearying, unrelenting.
Kind of like your voice actor.
Can bind a man as surely as irons.
Oh man, Ash's
Trust
outfit,
the
I'm
true
sorry.
path. But will she?
To be fair, it's not that her outfit is like skimpy or anything like that, you know, piggybacking off of that tidbit of information I just shared with you. It's not that her outfit is revealing, I don't care about that. The problem is like, and keep in mind, I am not a fashion designer, but I am married to a woman that is very much elitist about fashion, which is fine. I mean, I'm elitist about plenty of things, but I mean, look at this. Look at, like, her outfit is literally made of like 1, 2, 3. I'm assuming that her arm pieces are like a part of that set, but that they're not actually connected to her top. But like, look at that. It's got like, she's got this weird like waist cincher half corset thing just across her waist. And then she's got the mini skirt and the giant belt that's like almost like the mini skirt is only like twice the size of the belt. Like she could just wear 2 belts and get the same coverage, which, you know, whatever. Actually, you know, now that I look at her, her legs are a little bit like crazy far apart. I feel like, hold on, let me take the yeah, like even when she walks, you know, because women walk a certain way, you know, because they have vaginas and not penises, and because their hips are different. Women walk a certain way. They put one leg in front of they put one foot in front of the other, whereas I think men walk a little bit more with just their feet side by side. She's not really doing that, and her legs are like really far apart. It's really weird. But then on top of that, she's got these boots, and then she's got these stocking/armor things, or like stockings with armor over them. And then like there's that ridiculous collar thing in the back, and like you can see the back of her little waist cincher half corset thingy that also mysteriously has like a V in the back, like just exposing part of her back for no reason. And then you've got like the area around her, like, okay, yeah, that's a good view. So like I don't mean like that. I mean, I guess it is, not really, but her outfit is so distracting that it's actually kind of hard to objectify her, even if you try. Because I mean, look at that. Look at those like weird straps that like go around her boobs, and then it's weird. It's weird. Like I mean, and Final Fantasy has had its share of like ridiculous looking female outfits, but I mean like even Lulu's outfit with the fucking belts and shit, like even that, like, yeah, it looked ridiculous, but it looked like they did it on purpose. it was probably a bad design decision, but it looked like they did it on purpose. You know what I mean? This just looks like, I mean, I don't know. Anyway. Oh man, do I have, hold on. Yeah, that's what I want to see. And for this, we'll put on these. We'll do that. And I think we're good to go. So yeah, we've still got some time left, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and knock this boss out. But yeah, guys, I don't know about most men, but I feel like it's
So
insulting to yourself to make the excuse that you just can't help but like treat women a certain way or touch women a certain way. Like, it's just in your nature. Like, you can't help it. Like, it's not true. You can. Like, and if you have that little self-control, it just says...
stood here. With this sword, he cut the Suncrest.
It says terrible things about you.
But you're going to use the sword to destroy the Suncrest. Aren't you, Ash?
Don't interrupt me, Vaughn.
Oh boy, some shit's about to go down. Some shit is about to go down.
You want revenge? You would have me use the stone? You would have me destroy the Empire? Is this my duty? Is this what you want? I cannot.
Why do you hesitate? Take what is yours. The Christ is a blade. It was meant for you. Wield it. Avenge your father. Yes, it was I who wore Bash's face, who cut down the life of Dalmasca. Lady Ash, your father's murderer is here.
You and Rex!
I slew your king. I slew your country. Do these deeds not demand vengeance? Yes, good. Find your wrath. Take up your sword. Fight, and serve those who died before you.
I want his weapon.
Judge Magister there was. 2 years passed. He took in his hand the Midlight Shard, stolen from Nabradia, and used it not knowing what he did. And Nabudis was blown away. Sid ordered this of him, to learn the Nethicite's true power. That man swore never to let such terrible power be used again. He forsook his...
I don't think in the position that they're in right now that he would be allowing him to just give a speech like that.
It's been too long, Gabrand.
God, has everybody in this fucking game been a judge at some
Reach out
point?
your hand, Lady Ash. But remember, that which you must grasp is something beyond revenge, something greater than despair. Something beyond.
I wish more
our
RPGs
reach.
had that
Try as we
double-ended
might,
sword thing
Gabrand,
going, though.
History's chains bind us too tightly.
No, we cannot escape the past. This man is living proof. What is your past, daughter of Damaska? Did you not swear revenge? Do the dead not demand it?
I guess if there's any role Vaughn plays in the story at all, it's that he's kind of the embodiment of Ash's people that comes with her and is like, hey, yeah, remember, there's people back home who lost people because of all this shit, and you should avenge us.
My prince, our time was short. Yet I know this. You are not the kind to take base revenge!
Although I think Vaughn is...
The wrestler I knew is gone.
Maybe slightly more enlightened than that at this point.
You are our saint, Tashalia Banagin. You must use the Nephesite. You must be the one to straighten history's weave.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I am no false saint for you to use.
Ash.
In all Dalmasca's long history, not once did we rely on the Dusk Shard. Our people resolved never to use it, though their need might be dire. That was the Dalmasca I wanted back. To use the stone now would be to betray that. I will destroy the Suncrest. I will discard the stone.
You claim no need of power?
Whoops.
What of your broken kingdom's shame? The dead demand justice!
Stop saying that. God damn.
You're wrong. What would change?
God, the back of Vaughn's hair really bothers
I can't
me.
help my brother now. My brother's gone. He's dead.
Even with power, we cannot change what is past.
His hair just looks like a bicycle helmet with bangs. I never realized how long the cutscenes in this game are. I guess because I skipped all of them.
Without power, what future can you claim? What good a kingdom you cannot defend?
Then I will defend Queen and Kingdom both.
Defend? You? You who failed Landis and Dalmasca. What can shame hope to keep safe? Your shield is shattered. Your oaths poison those you would protect.
I'm so jealous of his sword. I want RPGs to have more swords like that. They're like the dual swords that you can combine into a single thing. God, he is pathetic.
Do not think killing the Kingslayer will win you back your honor. When you abandoned home and kin, your name was forever stained with blood.
Aye. This stain is mine to bear, but I will bear it willingly, knowing that I did all that I could for hope.
Preen and strut as you like. In the end, we are the same. Bloodthirsting carrion birds. Hellbent on revenge.
Oh my god. Okay, we get it. Just... What? He's immune? Oh, okay. There we go.
So you, too, would leave your debts unpaid.
Enough of this! I can bear no more.
You disappoint me, Gabranth.
What?
He trusted you. When you bared steel against the princess, you forswore your obligations to your emperor. You shame yourself and make mockery of Lord Lars's trust. You are unfit to serve him as sword or shield, and so I release you from that service. Your presence is neither required nor welcome.
Okay.
Kabranth!
You are only a tool of this Venar.
How quaint. We are allies. The Acuria give men power as a master feeds his dog. It is meant to tame us. How well you've resisted their wile. By turning your back on their stones, you give us free hand to write our own history.
And at what price? Dalmasca's freedom for your Nethicite? I shall not suffer you to have it. The Suncrest be damned!
Oh, be sure that it is! For what other purpose do you think you've brought us here? But, my lady, I would have you stay your Acurian sword. The Suncrest is glutted with mist, and so precious a thing must not be squandered. Let us use the stone! Finish this for now!
So this is an interesting boss fight because we actually fight against a summoner and an Esper.
Shards of Nethicite, cocoon of the Suncrest, spill forth your mist upon this evil east. Let sea and sky be awash in it, that Bahamut may come and drink his fill.
Okay. Oh my god. Sid. I actually kind of like Sid as a villain in this game because he's got that mad scientist thing going, which I do enjoy.
Back the shadow of Acurian design, testament that man's history shall be his alone.
You made your Nethicite for this. You mimic the Acuria stone for what? To become a god yourself?
Of course, they all want to become gods.
Shoulders better to stand than those of the would-be gods. Ah, such high hopes I once had, but you ran and they with you. Alas, the hour of your return is late. Come, Famfrit, revel in the glory of my triumph.
Okay. Whoa, okay. Hey, hold on a second. Okay. Let's see, let's just dispel you real quick, shall we? Is this how I did it? Alright, come on, man. Summon your dude.
No pity from me.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. He just pulls a fucking minigun out of his ass. And it is just like, hey, yeah, I got this now. Now I've got a machine gun. Ho ho. Yeah, all this talk about revenge, and then also that thing I was talking about earlier with that dude on Facebook that wants to, you know, go around and rape women, I guess, and his little girl probably too.
Behold the manufactured Nethicite, the fruit of our power and knowledge. See what the stone of man is capable of. Witness its power with your own eyes. Famfrit, to me!
Yep, he summons an Esper. But yeah, like, from watching some of my Let's Plays, maybe not, you guys may be aware that you know, I'm of Swedish heritage and I do practice a little bit of spirituality based on the Norse Norse pantheon, namely the more of the like dark side of the pantheon, like the giants and underworld. Figures, but there's an interesting story actually that a lot of I think is based on something that a lot of people actually already know about, but hold on. So a lot of people know about the story of how Baldur died. I think if anyone's ever read any Norse mythology, it's a pretty common story to be aware of. But if you're not aware of it, basically what happens is so Baldur is a son of Odin, and he's like an Adonis. Like he's like he's like a god of light, and he's like gorgeous and fair, and just like everybody loves Baldur pretty much. And so kind of in an Achilles-like fashion, his mother, Frigga, Odin's wife, makes everybody in all of Midgard, Asgard, all the 9 worlds swear to not hurt him except for mistletoe, which she deems too harmless. And so Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and has Baldur's blind brother throw it at him, because they're making a game out of throwing things at him because he can't be hurt except by that one thing, mistletoe. So his blind brother Hodor throws this dart, and it kills this dart made of mistletoe, and it kills Baldur. And yeah, so when that happens, basically Odin gets all mad and he's in a rage and he wants revenge, and so his need for revenge is kind of an allegory for what happens next. Or you could say what happens next is more of an allegory for the revenge. But basically there's a giantess, Rindr, who just happens to be there or whatever. And Odin's so consumed by revenge that he rapes her, and she immediately gives birth to a full-grown son who is basically like the embodiment of his need for revenge. And because that son, that offspring of his, is so corrupted by that, all he does, like the only thing he's mentioned as doing in the mythology, is that he goes and he kills Hodor. Because Hodor was technically his killer, even though he was unwitting. You know, Loki gave him the weapon, put the weapon in his hands, but he didn't know any better because he's blind. So basically, that second part of the story where Odin rapes Rindr is not very well known. Like usually the story kind of stops after Baldur's dead. But basically the long story short, I found it very interesting because in a lot of Greek and Roman myths, gods just go around raping people. It just kind of happens. But in Norse mythology, which, you know, I think the Norse get like a bad rap for being barbaric, but I mean, I don't think they were they really weren't exceptionally barbaric for their time. It would have been more exceptional if they weren't barbaric. You know, everybody in Europe at that time was kind of warlike. They were just particularly good at it. But yeah, I found it interesting that in Norse mythology, the one of the like most iconic examples of a god raping a goddess is an instance that he pays for dearly, because his son Baldur just died, and because he was so consumed by revenge that he raped somebody, he actually wound up losing Hodor as well. So he paid for and Rindr warned him that this would happen, or warned of the misfortune, basically, according to the story. So basically, in that aspect of the Norse myth, basically the price for rape was the death of his son, pretty much. It'd be interesting if we carried that over to modern times. Like, I wonder if that it almost feels justified in some cases. Because, you know, there's like that kid, who's that there's that dude that like raped that girl by the dumpster, who's like getting like he's getting like let off easy or something like that. I don't know. He's getting like a year in prison or something like that. But imagine that if it reached. I'm not saying that there wouldn't be moral implications to it, or that it hands down is something that should happen. But just imagine for a second if any time a man raped a woman, the price he had to pay was the death of one of his sons. Like,
no pity from me.
I don't know. I found it interesting. Just thought I'd share it with you guys. It just goes to I think the real moral of the story is that revenge never pays, because that rape was less about the rape and it was more about his desire for revenge. But that the rape itself was kind of, you know, it was ugly because revenge is ugly, you know. Also, this guy is dying way too slowly. Can we have him die faster? Is that something we can? That's something we can do. Where are the rest of my ethers? I could just make this go way faster like this. Interestingly enough, Famfrit died a long time ago. And of course this has turned out to be a long episode. Oh well. My episode lengths have been all over the place with this game, but it's really just because I blame it on the cutscenes. The cutscenes are really long, and sometimes it just makes it hard to have a complete episode that makes sense. Give it up, old man. Yay! We got all the espers! Fuck yeah! I feel very accomplished. I'm pretty much at the end of the game now. Just got like one more major thing to do.
Let him by, Fenar. It is done. Ah, how I have enjoyed these 6 years.
The pleasure was all mine.
Was there no other way? Spend your pity elsewhere. If you are so set on running, hadn't you best be off, fool of a pirate?
I don't get it. Was his dad, like, unsent or something? Is this Final Fantasy X? Like, what's going on here? That's one thing I never quite 100% got.
Fran!
Oh, it's the mist. It's probably fucking with her.
The mist burns to bursting. It beats. The cocoon.
Cocoon? Is this Final Fantasy 13 now? Ugh. Let's hope not.
The sun-crest bursts. You must run as far as you can.
Easy, friend.
Aww.
Hadn't you best be off? That's what a sky pirate does. You fly, don't you?
I suppose
Look at
you'd better
those
hang on
nails.
Ash, the sword! We have to stop it!
I do not remember their hair being that well animated outside of cutscenes in the original version. Maybe it just looks well animated here because it's fast and whiplashy, and her skirt would totally be doing much crazier things.
You must quit this place. It's reacting. I've not seen its like before.
Oh, I remember what happens now. Oh,
Never
man.
such threat impendent.
Oh, man, here we go.
Redis! Redis, no!
I, Judge Magister, condemn you to oblivion!
Redis.
Vaughn looks about 50 times more mature in the cutscenes. I will now have the option? Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for giving me that option. How exceedingly polite of you, game. Anyway, yeah, this is, yeah. Are there any cutscenes after this? Yeah, there's cutscenes. I want to get all the cutscenes out of the way because after this episode, I'm going to have to do a bunch of shit off screen because a whole bunch of stuff unlocks in the stores and whatnot. And I don't know. The next episode after this might be the final episode. I don't know. Ugh. Are we done yet? Come on.
We let ourselves inside. The situation is
this
one
guy
demanding
again.
some haste, you understand?
How did you know where we were?
My little birds, they tell me many, many things.
I foresaw it through my chest hair.
My lady, the war begins now.
Then you were unsuccessful in stopping the Rosarian fleet?
I used a variety of methods. All went according to plan until it came time to request withdrawal of our most devoted generals. In their enthusiasm for war, our great military leaders went behind my back straight to Marquis Sandor's resistance.
The Resistance?
During training, a division of the Resistance ignored their orders and disappeared. They were next found exchanging broadsides with the Imperials over Old Nabradia.
Why would they go there? They were asking to be found.
You misunderstand. Those ships must surely belong to Rosarian division. They may have joined Ondor's resistance forces as patriots or even mercenaries, but in reality they are regulars of the Rosarian army, under direct command of our war pavilion. This fifth column has invaded Imperial airspace and provoked a response. Unable to abandon them, His Excellency the Marquis was obliged to give his main fleet the order to attack. And the battleground is Dalmasca.
Should this fight drag on, Rosaria will enter the fray. The defense of Dalmasca is their excuse, and we will have a war between empires.
Correct. They will bide their time waiting to strike until the Empire has spent itself against the Marquis. But then he will crush them and the Marquis both between his hands.
Vayne holds the Dusk Shard no longer. His advantage is lost.
Vayne has advantages enough. He stands on higher ground, and my birds tell me he has awoken something quite large. Bahamut, Lord of the Sky. There was a stirring in the mist, in the direction of Ridorana, I am told. Bahamut awoke soon after this.
It is the mist that came before the Christ was undone. It breathed life into this Bahamut. If Rethers had not stopped it when he did, how much more mist might it have drunk? All went according to Dr. Sid's designs.
Yes, the man's last great accomplishment, I fear. And so it falls to me to put an end to the thing.
Vayne commands Bahamut himself?
He comes to Rabanastre.
Then I will defend Dalmasca and stop this Bahamut. This is my charge.
That's our charge, actually.
It's our home. It belongs to us all.
And my charge is to hinder and delay this Rosarian invasion for as long as is possible. I will do what I can. Ah, yes. When this unpleasantness is done, you must come to Rosaria. I will take you to the Amber Vale of Clanmar Grace. Such things I will show you. Until then, I will be waiting.
It seems like Ash has a rebound lined up. Oh my god, are we done? Are we done? Hey, it's Captain Thong and Mrs. Thong. Thong over the pants. Straw can now travel to the Bahamut. Alright. Alright guys, so here's the plan. Next episode, I'm gonna beat the game. And then someday, maybe sooner, maybe later, I know I still have like a lot of post-game stuff that I promised to do in some of my challenge playthroughs that I haven't gotten to yet. I haven't forgotten about those things, going all the way back to my first Let's Play, Final Fantasy VII, doing the no-gill playthrough, and then going back and fighting like Ruby Weapon and Emerald Weapon with only what stuff I've been able to find in the game, and you know, no ultimate weapons or any of that stuff. So I haven't forgotten about that stuff. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but it is something I'm keeping in mind, and probably, hopefully, will eventually do. And again, with this game, I do want to go and record battles with Yasmat and Omega Mark X, if I can. I know I've been playing this game for a long time, and you know, I'm burnt out on it and ready to move on to other stuff. So I'm gonna beat this game in the next episode, and I feel like I've accomplished a lot. I mean, it's a fucking New Game Minus, like Jesus fucking Christ. On the Zodiac Age, and with and I did get all the espers. Fucking beat Zodiark. You guys got to see that. So so yeah, going to cut this episode here. When I come back, we will have restocked and reloaded and gotten some new magics, maybe. I think... No, we've already gotten all the magics. I know some stores have updated their inventories, so I'll be hitting those up. And collecting the last of the hunts off-screen. The bills for them, anyway. And the next episode, we'll be going to the Bahamut and beating the final boss, watching the credits, and yeah. So, thank you guys very much for watching. And I will see you guys in the finale. Take care.